When we first heard the news that there was a positive, you didn't really know how to feel. We didn't know if our season was over, if we were going to still have a chance to be able to play. And lucky enough, we're going to have a chance to play, hopefully. We still have a couple more days of testing, so hopefully that all goes well. But with that hope in mind, there's definitely, you kind of have a refocus, and you do get to rest up your body a little bit, which I think is good. Get your legs back underneath you. But yeah, I'm just really hopeful that we'll be able to play this weekend. We've been lucky enough to have a couple of individual shooting and conditioning sessions, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, I mean, you can go outside and dribble the ball a little bit, get some fresh air, because, you know, quarantine is not that fun, but we're allowed to at least go and walk around, get some fresh air. So just trying to keep a basketball in your hand as much as possible. I mean, there's a little uncertainty. I know we're going to be able to have one practice on Friday morning before we head out to Indy. Probably going to have to fit a lot into that practice with scouting and all that. But our team Zooms over the last couple of days, you know, we've tried to fill it with a lot of film and getting to know our opponent. So at least I hope our mental side is sharp, but physically it's going to be a little bit different. But I think at the end of the day, we're just going to be grateful to be able to play. And once you step on the floor, I think the guys will be ready to go. If any 5 guys on our team, if they were able to play, I think they would. So I know Coach Bennett would probably, if he could coach, he'd probably go coach those 5 guys. So we just want to be able to have a chance to play.
Playing basketball at Green Bay, where I played with, actually, I know the story, I don't know if the story's out there, with Ben Vanderplas's dad, Dean Vanderplas, a great teammate. You know, you grow up knowing, like, they're good basketball. We've said it before, knows no divisions or limits. That's a really good team from the Ohio Valley that is playing great basketball. Terrific point guard, and Jason Preston. He reminds me, I've said that before, of Ty Jerome. You know, it's funny, the guys that we've had that have just exploded in our program, I think that weren't highly touted. I can go back to, I was fortunate enough to be in the only school in the Pac-10 to offer Klay Thompson a scholarship, you know, and you go to the Joe Harris's, Ty Jerome, Malcolm Brogdon, and the list goes on and on. For us, even DeAndre, that weren't real highly touted, you know, maybe not quite where his story is, but just like the division doesn't matter. If someone's good, they're good. If they develop, they develop. And sometimes it's just aligning in the right situation at the right time, and then having something inside of you. They shoot it well from the perimeter. They're physical, run really good stuff. Coach Jeff does, he was with Thad at Ohio State, Thad Matta, and they have a very good attack. Again, just a quality team that is playing good basketball, and you can see that again how well they went through. They had actually a pause, and it looks like they hit the reset button and are really cooking. So a lot of respect. You always respect those teams that are playing that well. So just watching them, the more you watch them, the more you see the things that they can do and why they took Illinois right to the wire, and some of their big wins that they've had. So just makes you appreciate the quality of basketball that every year gets better and better all throughout. We know who we play against. We know everything that's there. You'd love to be able to go practice at Assembly Hall. By the way, on a side note, my sister coached Indiana for 5 years, and one of the banners in there that's the Big Ten Women's Conference Tournament champion is there. I can't remember the year, but there's a lot of banners hanging in Assembly Hall from Indiana basketball, but that will be kind of cool. And obviously, my father coached at Wisconsin, got to coach against Coach Knight, and then I was an assistant for him, and then Coach Ryan. So I've been in that place, speaking of Assembly Hall, but you control what you can control and get as ready as you can, and we'll do that. So to have this opportunity, I walked right in the press room when I heard someone ask Sam, would you play with 5 guys, and this and that. And so those guys, they'll do anything to get this opportunity. So that's kind of where it's at. And this year has been different in all ways. And, in some ways we're the poster child of that, I guess.